you see, regarding the pastor situation, I go on a scripture, right, from the Bible. I mean, more I want to read it and try process it for yourself. I don't really want to interpret it, and people say, boy, everybody have their own interpretation, right?
Yeah, go on.
You know what I'm saying? All right, 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 36, right? Your way to say, it has said, if thy daughter is ripe or come to the flower of her age, make thy servant free and give her to him. You understand what?
Hey!
Read that again. Read that again. Read that again. Read that again.
Remember, I know me a quote from the
Read that
Bible.
again. Read.
All right.
Read the scripture. Read it again.
If thy daughter is ripe or come to the flower of her age, make thy servant free and give her to him.
Something, you know. But the next note now, while we're there, I raise now, I could go officially with the start the program, you know. The pastor, people want to understand why I go on a Portland. Even the mobile one I go on hard still, but before me touch the mobile one, because I two pastors charging a 1 week. One Monday, and I think 2 days ago. Something that effect. We're not all against me by the exact date then. But and the second thing this in about a year with pastors from Portland. And it affect me now personally. Because the first one come out with the end. Remember my WhatsApp couldn't calm down because of that damn video with the freaky pastor from Portland having oral sex. Two pastors having oral sex. My WhatsApp couldn't calm down. 2 o'clock in the night, 3 o'clock in the night, lay alongside the people and still have a send video. You understand me? People, something I go on a Portland. Something I go on a Portland we can't understand. And then, next thing, all them afraid to show the pastor them face. We see so much news article. And the two pastors charged for real. 13-year-old and 15-year-old. 13 and 15. The age of consent in Jamaica, as low as it is 16. As low as the age of consent is, it's still 16. So, I don't see why we should afraid to put out them two predator picture. Because that's what they are, predator. But it's a Jamaica that I mash you up down there. You see, church and state need to stop control the country. Church and state need to stop control the country. Because I church people them first cry at night time when the violence starts. I repeat, church and state need to stop controlling. A church and state, so we can't do the death penalty. The church, come out with that. You understand me? Why church have about them two pastors here? Me I wait to hear what combined effort will come out of the church to all the pastors that have behaved lately. Because the upsurge of coronavirus, the church and the government blame the entertainment industry in Jamaica for it. The church and the government blame the entertainment industry in Jamaica, the quote-unquote illegal parties happening all over Jamaica. They blame that for the surge in COVID-19. The church is doing so many pedophilic acts, if that's a word.
That is a word.
Me not say, oh no, a pressure hit. Me not say, oh no, a pressure hit, and I say, we could highlight it, we could give some harsher punishment. But what? The youth them young they keep to party and enjoy themselves and make a money. And the church, I guarantee, a church a pressure for everybody get $1 million charge and everybody got jail. They lock up all of the patrons them. So, one of the sex happened on the church ground. The pastor lived on the church ground. The one in Montego Bay, I think it was, right, Nat?
Yeah, Mobile.
The one in Mobile where
the pastor house premises is actually on the church premises. The two of them line and line together. So basically, she got there, go check the pastor, and according to what is in the papers, the pastor allegedly push her down on the bed and take her little something.
But what me I say now? Like how now the church and the pastor house, they're on the same land. So church would have a pressure to everybody in the house get locked up then.
The wife.
The church, you know.
No, but remember, you know, the wife, the wife right now in a problem, you know, the what
perversion of course of justice. Meaning that she tried to mess with some form of evidence, some evidence.
Yeah.
The next second one in Portland. The girl is pregnant.
13. And even the grandmother tried to hide it.
It meet her on social media. 23-year-old. That's our next thing again. To be honest, I don't want to say this and it seems unfair or seems stereotypical, but just like I think there should be an age for how old a teacher should be for teaching certain grade. I think it should be that way for pastors. I think a 23-year-old should not be a pastor yet.
I disagree with you, Epic. I disagree with you because a lot of time you have youth pastor because the older pastor them can't reach the youth them like the youth pastor them. And you have to remember that the man of Mobile, you know, the pastor man of Mobile is 39. So what you are trying to write this
no, but this one no, that's a general statement in a moment. Just like how I do not believe that a lot of these younger kids, younger teachers should be teaching high school. That's a personal opinion again. The people entitled to my opinion. Please.
No. Because teacher running in my family, and may I tell you, it's all have to do with the person, Epic. You see, a pervert, me keep telling you this, a pervert will always be a pervert no matter what age group, Epic. You have 40-year-old pervert, you have 23-year-old pervert. Age don't have nothing to do with it.
Karen Bella, big up yourself. Why I said that is this. The reason why I said that is this. Realistically speaking, at the age of, because if he's a pastor at 23, right? He had to be going to school to fulfill that goal from earlier. At least 18, 19, he had to be curving himself towards that direction. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
At that age is when most male hormones are rage. And that's the time when you are, when you reach near teenage years,
exactly, wrong talk. Epic can't say that. Epic can't say that. But me I make him talk.
Never finish talking on the live. Rum talk, never finish talking on the live. And you come tell me why I can't say that. Because at the end of the day, hold on. Yeah. Right after them, so when most of the male hormones are right, like in teenage years, mid to late teenagers, so your hormones are go crazy. And if you isolate yourself from sex at this, so isolate them look boy from sex from this, so, and him go over there, so him born to go rape back people and pit in a church. If him isolate to him like a cell, when him finally reach back in a church, after him go through this job.
G-side, go ahead. We're not even going to read G-side comments.
That's what I am trying to eliminate out of the system. Some little unscrupulous boys like you, when people say them and the teacher, them a size. Remember when me a school teacher, big man, we have respect. But now through them and the student, them in the age bracket, the student, them that have that respect that they should have the teacher them. Because what? The teacher is 5 year, 10 year older than you. 5 year, 10 year older, you can hardly see difference that people face. You can hardly see difference.
Exactly, Ray for love. I don't agree with Epic, but me just making go and talk, you know? Beat up in go.
Ray for love, you know me now.
Go and beat up your gum. Go and beat up your gum over there. Me see you beat up the gum, you know? Go and beat up the gum.
So, go on, man. Go on, man. Go on, man. Good night.
Hi,
Good night, married
good
man.
night.
Good night, married man. And me and I get along. Come, married man. Come here, come on.
I do not agree with you. I was trying to Google if ages is a word, because that's what you are being. You're criticizing people of their age. It doesn't matter. It can be anything regardless of your age. So you can be young and still have a sex problem, and be old and still have a sex problem. So it doesn't matter. It's the maturity in your mind. In your mind. What?
Oh, what? I'm probably getting me paranoid when I'm going to talk about sex problems. Sorry, go on, sorry. I think I'm looking for you.
No, because you are
pervert, like you, perverted.
Because you're saying that, oh, when them reaching at the 20s, that's when them hormones high. Even when them all and them see young girl with them little burst out the door, at that time them want a young girl. So to me, a young pastor will know for control themselves. Even for stay far from the younger girls them, because them know say people are gonna say something about them. So I disagree with pastor can be 23. But as well, Nadia would have said, when you're young and you're in a pastor in the church, that's all you get to get the young ones and for coming to church. That's how you convince the young one. When you old,
you can be youth pastor. Preach to your age. Preach to your age.
Yeah, but youth pastor at the age of 23 responsible for 13-year-old too. And we are talking about Epic. Epic, we can't say you know go to church, you know, you miss out Sunday school.
Oi, because Sunday school right up to about teenage years. I went to realize I'm a Sunday school teacher. Me see the bush, man. And that's why I start follow up church. Church. Oh.
Daddy.
But how old was the Sunday school teacher?
Just I said she's a couple of years old away. Because no big woman to me either. She's about probably 10 years or so older than me. And I'm married man.
Yeah, but I know so what? You can't judge people because of them age. You come like them old woman that will love judge a young girl them because of them age. Or them can't do this, them can't be a boss, them can't do this because of them ages. No. That's what you sound like.
No, you see, so and everything, to me, my opinion again, because I mean, I'll make it all kill
me. Yeah, but your son ages. We have sex with your son ages.
Alright, you see what Kerry _Bell once say? I want all enough evangelists did want eat me little something. You hear that? Alright, you turn your back. You hear your back. Let me tell you something epic. You see, as a young girl at the age of 16, the amount of older man all in at the age of 40, I look me. And when me I go school, all of the bus driver them and the conductor them used to look the little young school pitney them too. So you cannot define things by age and say that because somebody of certain age group then cannot fit in role to take care of younger group or younger age group. You can't say that, Epi.
And also,
a pervert is a pervert, no matter which age group.
You can't tell what to say, brother. You can't tell what to say, brother.
But even so, Nadia, you put that too as well. When I was younger, probably like 15, 16, I have one look spaghetti like this, but one thing the breast them look stiffer. And one deacon called me cross the fence and he talk to me, and I could see his stuff rising while he talk to me. I was so uncomfortable. One deacon will go to church. Big man, me for walk away. I was so disgusted.
You hear that, Epi? Why you have it then? No.
Me not say anybody can get sexually aroused.
Yeah, but me never, a young man never perverted to me. And the old man never was a pervert to me.
They need time to grow up. They need time to explore sexually before them lock them down in a church and come tell them about rape. And that will help encourage them. You know, so my opinion.
Epic. Stop the shit over there, because a beer shit a come out of the mouth right now.
So I think we shot me shit like fearless.
You understand? Age have nothing to do with it, Epic. So you need to stop that. Age not have nothing to do with it. Right now, your comments them in a add up, in a match out and in a add up.
So that I got one case, both of the pastors in the jail, the grandmother about to be just to be arrested. So it's something I know. They want to charge the grandmother, but don't know how to charge her for.
But touch on the grandmother a little bit, Epic. Epic, you know, say the older generation them, when things like that happen, they always hide it and them something they, you know. So this is no surprise to me that the grandmother knows that the pastor do the things and get the little picnic pregnant and she hide it. I don't know why the older generation keep doing this, you know, but hiding molestation, hiding rape, hiding all of these things right now in a Jamaica need to stop. Carry underscore Bella say, I think it's because it never happened to them. With regards to the grandmother, I think she referring to. You know, say even the grandmother them sometimes they might have passed our fundle them and them never talking for them days too.
Because they are embarrassed.
Because them embarrassed.
I see a request right over G-side and I see it gone back. I won't see that.
The thing with Jamaican culture too is people always see molestation and rape as embarrassment that needs to be covered and hide. And them victims shame the victim in order to make them shut up and don't talk about it. So I mean, even the grandmother right now, you understand say that a Jamaican, so sometimes things go. Welcome, G-side, G-side, you want?
I think I am on G-side, man. I'm more same.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I mean, man, I can't agree with Nads more. You see me, I say, be a shit escort today. Father, pick a be a shit escort. Yeah, me, I say, age don't have nothing to do with nothing. You see me, I say, if I saw your mindset up, I just saw your mindset up. Because if you know this, majority of the people, them were, let's say, 40 and older, if you talk to them, especially female, at one point in them young life, them tell us that them either molested by them uncle, them father, them pastor, or something. As I say, and when I talk about those people are older people, and what about it all, the mother and the father, or even the wife of those people, them always know say them thing that happen, and them shun it. It's don't act like it's something new in our culture, no, at Jamaica. That's something that been at me. As I say, growing up as a youth, remember I talked to a girl and her mother man I do it, and when she tell her mother man, her mother run her. You see me I say? And tell her I say nothing no go so. And you know how she end up catch him in the act in a text message and I saw everything end up come out. You see me I say? And I saw them end up believe her. So I think we've been I mean I have a age pastor and have a young escort. All pastor are raped to.
All pastor
are raped to. What happened to the one that they catch in a car about 3 years ago with the little young girl?
You man is big man. Hey, that's I'm real G-side, you know. Right now, Epic. G-side, just flap your show. G-side, come with facts.
You know what I say now, no? And again, me not say all pastors and all man can rape. Again, listen what me I say now. Listen what me I say, brother. I am saying when them turn pastor at a young tender age, brother, them isolated for sex too early and they left them hormones and rage. And me not change my opinion, brother. So you want to say,
who you know that?
I said, when they're young, I isolate them from sex, they won't like me. Just like.
But so who's proof you have? What kind of proof you have? Are you just assuming?
That's why I keep on putting on my disclaimer, beautiful, and saying that's my opinion.
Yeah, I know that's your opinion, but yeah, there's no facts backing up your opinion. You ever see one young person?
Catholic priest them. Look on the whole like Catholic priest them. Look on the church. When them take them out of society from so young and put them in the Catholic system where them go through.
No. Stick a pin. Catholic a different type of thing. No, epic. Catholic a different type of thing because the priest them is abstain from sex and abstain from even having a wife and a family. But the regular pastor them can't have them family and look them woman and think.
And majority of the look you with them, it takes them a while to become that family man. So what happened in a time frame? When I see them isolate.
No, sometimes when you're a pastor, you don't take long for be a family man. Sometimes you just walk and marry the first person who say I to them.
All right. May I agree with that.
In a take long
I
to
got to
them.
pick. See, I'm married woman, I got to pick. See, I'm married woman, I got to pick. People, the pastor something here, the argument here. Although my opinion rackle up on a lot of one. The pastor something here is a touchy topic in Jamaica right now.
Because the thing is, it's two pastor in a 1 week.
1 week, you know, mom.
1 week.
Portland,
So for them come from country?
One from St. James, one from Portland. One is from Port Antonio, basically.
Mm.
Put in on the out.
Steady.
Wagwan, blessing.
Good night.
Alright?
Yeah, man, we alright. You have your views on this. We're willing to hear. Wagwan.
You know, it's a long time we have born out pastor and now, you know. You see it. You know, but I'm not just pastor alone. Man a man. You see me? And you have some man with different mentality. So it can be a police, it can be anything, you know. And you even have some young youth who do them thing. They have young youth who molest little boy as well. So you can't read, you see me? So sometimes I just some mentality where people have are where they must see. You understand? Enough of them are grow up and I see exposed to certain things like they must see them parents have sex. They must see all of them things there, you know, them young age. So them things they make them want to do things, innit? Them want to experiment too. So enough of them grew up like that now. And of them same people that come the police and the pastor and everything and even the Rasta too. You understand?
I
So
like
man a man.
because of them love molest people.
Everybody.
Hey, no
You know what I
rough
mean?
talk. You can't say that.
No,
man. You know, we're not partial.
You can't stereotype either, you know. And me
no,
can't say
that's
what I'm young you can't say, and me can't stereotype, no, we can't stereotype today.
Hey, that's stereotyping. We don't accept stereotyping over make reason.
Back to the argument, sorry about that, Rasta.
Hey, so what you say now, Lion? Finish what you say, me G.
But we are saying now, we have to try look for some solution. Walk cause not for them man have to be like that. Me hear the Epica say something earlier and we must say I kinda understand where he come from. We must say because not for the man them turn a certain way from early, so them not really get to experience certain thing. You see me? So from early now them gonna be a pastor and have this strict guideline to follow. And then if you move sneaky. So when you move sneaky now, that's a thing you know. You understand? So when you move sneaky now, you're more like you become a predator. Because you go for the little innocent youth them and them thing there. So that him a try say. You see me? So when them
remember, social media ain't gonna go look around me, a social media children can go look.
She's the first.
Did the grandmother know the pastor?
But
Then
when
not what one man. You have the
the
pitney
grandmother know the pastor?
pregnant in a rasta. The pitney is 13 and in the house pregnant. And the grandmother don't report it. She don't report
Yes,
it.
brother.
So, but what about the 13-year-old when get pregnant and the parents them they get locked up? What about the 13-year-old that get pregnant for other man and don't get locked up?
That's because maybe child protective services and these things don't get involved. But in this particular cases, those organizations get involved in this instance. But really and truly, if a 13-year-old get pregnant under your roof as a guardian and you don't report it, you in a serious problem.
True.
That is
So
a no.
when you report it, what gonna happen to the 13-year-old and what gonna happen to you when you report it?
No, you report it and the 13-year-old will get some form of counseling or whatever, and the predator who actually did the deed should be in prison. Get
So
charged.
what about the guardian? What happened to the guardian?
No, what the guardian forget because you report it. When you don't report it, it ain't a problem.
But them force a question the guardian guardianship.
No, of course
Don't.
it's going to be in question. They're going to ask you a lot.
Of course, you're going to be questioned, but
It's a
you're not
must-
going to prison for it because you report it. Your duty as the guardian is to report such crime because it is a crime. It's just like, oh, you know, say somebody murder somebody and you know go say nothing, and then later on down the line them say you didn't know about it, and then you find yourself in a problem. It's the same thing. It's a crime. So if you know about a crime that happened under your roof and you don't report it, and then you make organization get a hold of that. And then no organization find out say you never make a report of that. We are talking about Rasta trouble that.
Remember saying no. From the underage, it's statutory rape, you know.
Yeah, 13.
Point blank. Everything else, put everything else aside. From them underage, that's statutory rape. And both of them under the age of 16, because that them lawyer have a defender and say 16 at age of consent to Jamaica. You understand me? Them lawyer, depends on how good the lawyer is, they might can fight the 15-year-old one. But why are you about the 13? What is there to be said about the 13? Because a good lawyer can say,
no. Majority, when I got high school, majority of the 13-year-old them get raped then.
Yeah.
When
that's what I was trying to say. There's a lot of 13-year-olds get pregnant, have sex, all type of stuff. So nobody no lock them up.
There is no predator identified. Who you're going to lock up is just when baby born, you can do DNA test. And who go do the DNA test? Because this is something that the Jamaican government is locked. Who is doing the follow-up on these cases?
But at the end of the day, most I look at local police station and push out them argument there. When the parents have got station and report for them to push them off, you know. And tell us, I look at girl around the human tree and money, you know.
Especially if the man in question is a man who have authority and power. Because a lot of time you have some big man in our community, them are the big top man in our community, and them have sex with the little pitney them, and then get the little pitney them pregnant, and nobody can say nothing about that.
But,
and enough of the mother them know about the thing. Enough of the mother them force them daughter them with it.
That's why me say it have to come from the government, where the government take these things seriously to say, okay, you don't report the crime, and this is indeed a crime. So since as nobody report the crime, this child get pregnant under your watch as the parent, and you not say nothing, lock up the parents. Lock up the parents. Because if you, as a parent, cannot ask your child who breed you, and your child cannot say anything or cannot tell you that, lock up the parents.
All right. So my next question is I don't want nobody to attack me. I'm really curious. So was it really rape, or the 13-year-old willingly give it to him?
Does it matter? Does it matter? 13 cannot give consent. Does it matter? Under the legal law, no, babies. Under the law of the country, 13-year-old cannot give consent. It is you, the adult, should know not to mess with a 13-year-old. So whether or not a 13-year-old willing to give, you are the adult, you are the one in control, you are the one supposed to deny that and don't take that. So me don't want to hear that from you, Shani.
Can't show and she said, boy, she has 16 or 17.
Lion, at the end of the day, big man thing, I whole if I tell you, pick run up in my inbox, and from me look on them and them look like them under the age of 21, me not even give them no talk. Anything under the age of 21, cannot come and talk to me as a
predator not pre like that. A predator not pre like that.
But a big woman level, brother.
A predator know say she a baby and still ask her she how much, and know say she a go lie about her age. You understand?
And she a go lie, brother. But you as a man,
she a go lie.
You as a man supposed to know yourself. You tell me say.
No, but if you is a predator and a rapist, you know business about them things. And that him a go after.
say
That him
that.
a go after, you know.
As a pastor.
What?
No. Epic. As a pastor, when you put on that robe and ready to play that role as a pastor, you have a lot of responsibility. You have a lot of responsibility. So
But
therefore,
him still
your
a man. Him
mindset.
still a human. Him still a human.
That me
Just like
want
a
So what
to
I
police in
say?
a uniform, him still a
So
human.
I say, being human, make it okay to make an ethical
Me
choice.
not say
No, it's
okay.
not
It's
okay,
Me
an
not
but
say
unethical
I'm a
and
okay.
human. We
illegal
can't back
choice.
because I'm a pastor.
Me not
We
say
can't back because
okay,
I'm a
but me I say
human.
it's just like okay, so when you have on that gown, people look upon him different than when him not have on the gown. Just like when you know see a police in a uniform, you don't know say him a police.
put it here away.
So
Put it here away.
when they see me in them gun, they have a different perception. So right there, so them ready to surrender to him. Anything
When
him
Jesus
say,
got get
if
crucified
him
right
say
now,
let me touch up on your book, if him say let me touch up on your breast and pray for you, them a make him touch him. Them a, you know what I mean? Them a make it happen cause our pastor.
Yo.
Welcome to the
Oh,
life
go on.
play follow.
Big up yourself, man. No, serious for
Yeah,
right now, man.
on a know
You
and
know
my
why I
kind of
say the
thing
guy
this
is full
still,
of
but
fire,
I don't
man.
know. You see, regarding the pastor situation, I go on a scripture, right, from the Bible. I mean, more I want to read it and try process it for yourself. I don't really want to interpret it and people say, boy, everybody have their own interpretation, right?
Yeah, go on.
You know what I'm saying? All right, 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 36, right? You wait a say. It has said, if thy daughter is ripe or come to the flower of her age, make thy servant free and give her to him. You understand what?
Hey!
All
Read it
right.
again. Read it again. Read it again. Read it again.
Remember, I know me a quote from the
Read it
Bible.
again. Read.
All right.
Read the scripture. Read it again. Read.
If thy daughter is ripe or come to the flower of her age, make thy servant free and give her to him.
Well,
Remember?
all right, let me go first.
All right.
First of all, me no feel like a 13-year-old come to the flower of all of that
Yes,
way you just
man.
said.
Yeah,
To
yes,
be
man.
made
Oh,
a
yes, man.
servant unto him. Me no feel a 13-year-old is. Come on,
All
man,
right.
Ray.
All
Come
right. Hold
on.
on. No. Hold on now. Remember, I know. From a quoted from the Bible, and let me kind of break it down. The flower of age simply means from once as the female, which is the child, whether she is 10, 11, 12, from once as she has her menstrual or cycle, it simply means that she is ripe and she reached the flower of age. And so I said to you guys that me don't want one of them go, read it for yourself and try understand it. You understand? Because everybody have their own interpretation and this is from the Bible. I am not agree, me not agree with it none at all. You get what I say? Me not agree with it none at all. But persons or Christians normally
Hold on, you're not Christian. So you have to tell me that the Old Testament or New Testament.
It is from the Old Testament, right? It is from the
Okay.
Old Testament.
Well, Old Testament kind of outdated,
No.
me feel.
No.
No. May I tell you something? No, hold on now. As I stated, for me no go with it none at all. Don't get me wrong. It is from the book that is being handed down to the Christians. So don't quote me wrong. Me no agree with it none at all because you cannot render a child to an adult. And it speaks in the Bible where them tell us, Mary and Joseph were together, which me no dig that story then at all. Because you can't have Mary, which is 12, 13 years old, where they with a man, where we up in I'm 50, 60 years old. You get what I say? So me no dig it none at all.
In a them time, there are some things used to go. Things used to go like that for true. In a every religion. See, them things they used to go on for true.
Yeah,
If you're
man.
looking at the Muslim religion, all of them religion there,
Yes.
it used to go on. So even His Majesty wife, Empress Menen, she have kids from she about them 13 them age. So in a them time there, I saw the things used to say. But as
Watch
we
her go
are
on
grow
fire.
up, we are change up things.
Yeah.
So me
I
understand where I
agree.
come from.
I
So this is
agree.
why enough man will look in the Bible and see them thing there
And
and
run
say
it.
it's alright.
Exactly.
Stick
So think
up
about
him.
the so,
We have
so
a
think
reader
about the
coming.
pastor. So think about the pastor who read that and him decide say, yo, you know, so I'm gonna follow what the Bible say, which it is not right none at all.
Put him in a prison.
No,
Forget what the
ain't
Bible
right
say.
none at all.
Anyway,
Who
fearless
the
youth.
read a comment down there? Fearless. Read a comment where say
Let's
some
say,
part of
I
the Bible
disagree
lie.
with the Bible and lie. That's
Who
what
the say lie,
Rasta.
my brother? Who the say lie?
As a religion set up. As a
Yeah,
religion set up.
remember it's a storybook,
Religion
you know. You understand? Remember it's a
you know.
storybook. So therefore it's just like you watching a movie, them twist your brain, you know, to believe in certain things that are not true. So we know have to pick sense out of nonsense and know say what you know we can't run with this. Where them are give away. We can't run with it none at all because it's not right none at all.
No, remember I tell you say thou shall not kill an eye for an eye. So what you doing at that case? What you doing at that case? Wait I tell you if you do this, so what you do?
Listen, man, this sound like we need this sound like some religious hard talk thing.
No, but anything him say you do him back. You understand? And then he go again and tell us you
can't believe the brother rake up him Bible and come with cross my face and box me 2 times. He won't let me speechless.
No, but as me
the
say,
Bible verse they mash up my meds right now. Mash up my meds.
Where am I doing my show you from an angle where this man mind can de. And I said, boy, this is the words of God. Remember
This is the word of
live
God.
by, you know?
Well, you know say you have madman in a church.
Madman there everywhere.
Everywhere. Madman there everywhere, man.
All type of people have mental illness.
True to take the Bible so literal.
Yo,
or interpret the Bible so literal.
Well, if you're brainwashed about it from a youth, and it work, it work. That's how programming work. Just like you will watch TV and them run an advert every time. It stuck. The song stuck in your head.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
You see me? That's how it work. So just like TV program the name program for no reason.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it's a program.
But as I say, Epic, you said something earlier on, and I did define the comment and tell us I don't really agree with it none at all. You get what I say? I don't agree with it. It's all have to do with the mindset we develop over a period of time. It is what them see and what them want to do. And worse, them see them young girls are vulnerable. Them see them poor, and them say, all right, me can take advantage of them. Me can give them a little offering money. You understand? Or bring them in and teach them like a Bible. When they call it Bible studies.
Him not to do nothing. Him not to do nothing because him knows they have a perception of him. Same as a holy man.
Alright. I'm going to say something. Not one item. What did I media talk? Yesterday, I think. And I said something in the terms of saying that the sheep is always fearful of the wolf getting eaten by the wolf. The sheep is always feared of getting eaten by the wolf, but not afraid of getting eaten by the shepherd.
And the shepherd are going to yam him like more.
And the shepherd, exactly. Understand? So, I just say thing them. Anyway, I just
Party man, with some white rice.
I differ from the topic there. I'm going
Yo, that isn't that is a serious thing right there. So that I show you a
Exactly.
lot.
When Ray tell me that,
A
Mr.
lot.
Ray, you know that I makes the deep.
Remember, you know.
I makes the deep.
Remember, say them in the church and them have them congregation and say, yo, I am the shepherd.
I am the shepherd, and the sheep must always
I am
follow
the shepherd. I lead the flock. And anything named sheep or dog can lead it.
Exactly. Exactly. You know the term with them
You can't keep back and send a dog to lead that.
But them say the term wolf in sheep clothing. You understand? Wolf in sheep clothing.
Yeah, man, I want a wolf in sheep clothing out there.
And still, you know, there are good ones, you know. Nah, bash them still. There are good ones, you know. There are good ones, but me strongly believe the one them will get caught up in a them act here should really put up on social media, as in you see them face, you know, so you're watching, they are pedophile, them are rapists, them are, you shouldn't hide them none at all. Me not believe in that.
Yeah, that epic
And
just enough there. So why them
the
not
thing
show
is
up
as well.
and make we see what I want?
So I
The thing is as well.